Good Sunday morning, everyone. Today I'm doing seat covers in the Jeep. I'm not going to show all of it. I just show a few things of what I run into. Underneath both the seats, Chrysler decided to leave a spot that was open, let's say not bare metal, but painted metal open underneath the seats. Well, for all of you that have Jeeps, you know that's a catch-all for everything. It ends up underneath your floor, and you got to tear half the floor out to get it out. There's no way you can vacuum it. You got to take the seat out to vacuum it. So that was one of the reasons why I took out the seat, was so that I could clean up underneath that carpet. And I'm actually adding another piece of carpet to it, so that if something falls between the seats, it will hit that carpet and roll out, hopefully, onto the regular carpet that comes in the Jeep, onto the stock carpet. Nothing fancy, just an old black mat that I got with a rubber backing on it. I have some double-sided sticky tape I'm going to put down on the metal, put the carpet up in there, stick it down so it doesn't go anywhere, so that way it's up underneath the trim on the center console on this side, so that it goes up underneath there. So like I said, if you drop something, it's going to go, and it's rubber backed so that nothing's going to soak through it. So if you spill something, it's going to run out to where you can get to it. So that I'm not going to show. That I'll do myself. I just want to show installing these seat covers on the seat itself. All the rest of this stuff I'm going to do off camera. It's just going to take me a little while to get everything done. So I've got the driver's seat out here, and the material is pretty good. It says it is 40% polyurethane, 9%, 8% nylon, 2% polyester, and 50% neoprene. Machine washable, do not bleach, and made in China. So this is the seat, how it comes. You've got these really good straps with buckles on them. They're sewed in a corner, and the square with the X pattern on it, so it's not going to pull out, hopefully. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do it is I wanted to make sure that I wasn't interfering with anything underneath the seat. So that's the reason, one of the reasons why I pulled it out, again, to clean. And I want to flip this thing upside down when I put these straps in, to make sure I'm not interfering with anything. I'd hate to interfere with a slide or something like that and end up cutting one of the straps. So that's the reason why we've done this. So I'm going to get started with this, and let me let you know. The kit came with front and rear. You have your front and passenger seat. You get a seat cover. You get the bottom seat. You get the back of the seat, and you get a headrest pad to go on the headrest. I've already taken my headrest off of here, so I can clean it up really good. One of the things when you're taking your headrest off, you have a button to adjust that headrest, but on the opposite side, there's like a hidden button that you have to push to get the headrest out. So the side that you push to let it up and down, the opposite one is going to be the one with the push button in it. So you got to push, you got to get in there with your fingernail, push that in, and the headrest will come completely off. So yeah, just don't keep pushing this one thinking the headrest is going to come off, because it won't. You have to get in here to this hidden button and push it to release it, so the headrest will come off. So headrest will come later. I've got my Georgia Bulldog headrest pads that need to be washed, and I'll just put them over the top of this pad. I want to protect the seat material as much as possible. So this is the first time for me, so we're going to lay this thing out. I'm going to move the camera so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay, the two straps that are in the back, you got to make sure you tuck them through. Seat up some. There's one. There's the other. Two straps and all the string are through. This will get tucked down in there. You can see this side's Velcroed to go around the pump up where you raise and lower your seat. Goes around it, Velcroed back. Down to the seat belt. Okay, so now we're going to flip this thing up, put it on its back. Okay, so you got your straps from your front. You want to go underneath your pull bar where you pull. I'm going to go underneath this pipe. Just a preference of mine, I guess. Okay. Okay. Kind of lost some of it. My alarm went off, the phone shut off. Didn't realize it shut the camera off. So what I'm going to do here is tell you guys what I've done. The only thing I got on here right now is the bottom pad. Bottom pad sits down. You can tell which one's your bottom pad by this one has the adjuster on it for the driver's seat. It goes behind this pump crank that you have to raise your seat. It goes behind that, so you can see that. Also with the top, you can tell because it's also made for I think the Rubicons have the side airbags, seat side airbags. So it's also made for that. Made for a bunch of different styles. Anyway, so you run the back through the back. That it's self-explanatory. 2 cables, 2 straps. I'm gonna tilt this down. While I'm just chewing up that table. 2 straps come down. You got one here and one here. I pull them behind the seat adjustment bar. Comes down, and they lock in here. They snap in here. All I did was tuck the strap away a little bit in case I need to pull them at any time. They're just tucked away. And you got 2 side straps or 2 side elastical pieces with S-hooks. I just took them and hooked them on the center spring in the seat on both sides. So they're on there pretty good. So that's what I done with the bottom. Again, sorry about that. I lost some of the footage, and I'm just not going to take it back off to get other footage. So yeah, see that's peeling the paint off that. I use this table to paint on too, so it's getting flakes of paint all over it. The backrest. Now we're going for the back of the seat. Pretty clean. My suggestion to you guys is check this pocket and make sure that this pocket, let me move this camera. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm gonna take it up some. Yep, I like that better. So check this pocket and make sure there's nothing in it, guys, before you put your seat cover on there. The best part about this is you don't lose your pocket. The new one comes with a pocket, so you still get to have your back pocket. A lot of Velcro on these pieces, guys. And you know how fun that stuff is. This is your bottom that you tuck in. So my suggestion is be careful with the Velcro because it will snag your material. So over the seat it goes. That's the piece for the airbag. We'll vacuum all this off when we get done. All right, this one goes around the seat back adjustment. Velcro's back in place. This is just a flap here. I'm gonna pull it down. So now that what we need to do is tuck our back in. I'm gonna lift up everything right here with our one hand. Tuck it in with the other. Still a little poochy right there in the center. Okay, that's where our Velcro is going to come in handy. See, the bottom of this is covered in Velcro. Okay, and then on the top you have little holes cut out for your headrest pad. They're made to go stretch and go around. There we go. Around the factory headrest adjuster and lock. So just stretch it and go around it. Okay, so now what it is the Velcro attaches itself to this material. So what I may do this. Yep, attaches to the factory points. Tucked in nice and neat here. Got a little dirty. I'll clean it off. Again, it's from this table. I'm scraping as I move this around. The sharp edge on the table, on the seat is shaving off all the metal. It's flaking everywhere. Let me clean that off real quick. Okay, well that's the driver's side seat and back pad on. I guess I have that stuff on my hands, but whenever I touch it, it comes out. But yeah, I'll clean it before it goes too far. So now we have our headrest, which we had these handles we installed. Video nobody watched, but we have our headrest now. Okay, so do the center first. And we do the two sides. And the headrest pad is on. There it is. And again, once I get my Georgia, oh, I forgot to put my handle back on. Okay. So that's the front, this is the back. Here. And here. Two handles back on. Headrest back in. I never noticed the headrest leaning that far forward before. Huh. It does. The other one's leaning that far forward. Okay. So this can go back in. That was a pretty simple, I think, for the rough country seat covers guys. So I'm going to fix my carpet, get the other side put in, and then I'll come back to you when I start to do the back, because I believe the passenger side is going to be the same. Again, the reason I took them out was so I could clean underneath them, and two, I just felt like this would be easier to do outside of the vehicle than trying to reach up underneath there. You don't know what you're hooking the straps on or what you're going through. I didn't want to. There's wires in the seat. I didn't want to interfere with that. So I didn't want it to get caught up in the slide either and cut my strap. So that's the reason why, another reason why I took the seat out. I wanted to clean, and I wanted to get it out here where I can see it and, work it. A lot of times, a big guy like me, there ain't a lot of room inside of a Jeep. It's hard for you to move around in there. So it's just easier for me to pull it out and do it this way. So I'm going to, like I said, fix my carpet, do the other side, and then I'll come back to you guys when I'm in the back so you can see the difference in the back. And I also forgot about a Torx 45. Yeah, T45. Right underneath here is where your seatbelt goes. So you're going to have a T45 to pull that seatbelt bolt out. Okay. So I decided to show you the bolts. So there's a bolt, 18 millimeter. You may have to wiggle around a little bit. So make sure that they all get started really good. Okay, they're all started. That two is started. We're gonna come around here to the back. And then you have the two in the back. Sorry about the bouncing of the camera. There's one. And there's two. All right, so all four of the bolts are started. So I'm gonna come back up to the front because the seats slid to the back. Again, if you got a friend that has one of these impacts, I suggest you borrow it. And if you're a friend with an impact, let your buddy borrow your impact. See, it's all nice and clear. I don't know what the torque specs are on the seat bolts, but I know that this impact will put it past. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to go anywhere. So now let's look at the driver's side is in. Oh, nice. I gotta clean my floor mat before I put it back in. Oh, well, that is it. So, on the front tube, I think we'll put out a second video for the back tube. So there'll be 2 videos instead of one giant long video. So, as always, guys, remember, be safe in the shops. Be safe when you're driving out there on the road. When you're on the trail, stay on the trail. Peace out.